Hi, I'm Mert, and I'm an Altaholic. Welcome to Altaholics Achievements, World of Warcraft challenge where I finally stop rolling endless alts and actually finish what I started. What did I start, I hear you say? Well, that's easy. I want to get all of the achievements in World of Warcraft. One character, one zone at a time. No skipping, no boosts, and no rerolls. Just pure grind, unexpected side quests, and a full journey through WoW's Forgotten Corners. The rules I have self-imposed for this mission are quite simple. I must do one zone at a time. I must not reroll any ults, no boosts, and no skips allowed. I have to do some collection along the way, not skipping anything. And of course, finally, I must enjoy the grind. This time I play World of Warcraft, I'm not going to rush to the end to then do nothing. It's a world worth exploring, and I want to do it completely. Before we continue, I want to quickly talk about one thing that I have neglected but a few people have talked about, and that's Chromie time. Before doing this series, I actually had no idea what Chromie actually did, apart from move you to TBC, to Legion, to Mists, through the expansions. Chromie time is Blizzard's system that lets you pick the expansion you want to level through, but at your own pace. And that's the thing I missed. Level at your own pace. So, I went and spoke to Chromie in Stormwind, and I chose the Cataclassic zones. The reason why? Well, simple, it changes all of my zones from being capped out at 35, which they currently are, and where I one-shot everything, and now they scale at my level. Now that I've done Chromie, and all of the zones have changed, as you can see on this map, you'll notice something else has changed as well. And that's our pet battles. Now, I will go on about the pet battles a bit later in the video, due to the fact that I've already said that I'm going to do as many pet battles as I possibly can throughout these zones, and a lot of people love the pet battle aspects. So, at the end of Swamp of Sorrows, I am going to take my time and we are going to go through all of the pet battles we need to. We'll talk about everything we need to get through there. So don't you worry, pet battlers. I've got you. I have got you. After our brief filler episode in the Darkmoon Fair, where we knocked out over 50% of the achievements they had to offer, it's time to get back to our regularly scheduled program. A quick recap for those playing at home. We've already conquered Westfall, Duskwood, Red Mountains, and both halves of Stranglethorn Vale. So naturally, looking at this map, the next step is to go across to the other side, Swamp of Sorrows. But wait, I hear you say already, Mert. If we go straight to the Swamp of Sorrows, won't we miss Deadwind Pass? Well, my child, you would be correct. But here's the thing. We're skipping that place, and why? Simple. There's nothing there. Unless you count Karazhan, which I will not be attempting just yet. Not attempting, Mert, I hear you say again? That, my child, is also correct. Karazhan is one of World of Warcraft's most iconic raid dungeons. A giant, haunted tower stuffed with magic, ghosts, cursed parties, and some of the strangest boss fights Blizzard's ever made. Any raid like this, I'll tackle either when I'm overleveled, or I'll get a group to do it with me. In all honesty, I want to do Karazhan, but I think it deserves either its own video, or I make a video about all the raids. I don't want to just blast through it today. So, we will definitely grab the exploration achievement for Deadwind Pass, and then we'll move on to Swamp of Sorrows. Swamp of Sorrows. The name alone tells you exactly what you're in for. Foggy air, twisted trees, and more swamp water than anyone in Azeroth could ever ask for. This place is home to crocolists the size of small houses, Naga that don't really want you around, and lots of goblins. It's also where the Alliance and the Horde butt heads over Stonard, where the quest givers seem to have a mild obsession with sending you to kill some wildlife. It's murky and it's messy, But it's going to be my murky mess for the next little while, so let's wade in to the Swamp of Sorrows. So the first run-in ended up in the Shifting Mire section, which is a dangerous marshy area in Swamp of Sorrows. We come across a whole bunch of other Draenei, which I think is the first Draenei I've seen so far in this little adventure we've taken. We're here to deal with the Lost Ones. One of our people are in trouble, and we need to see what is going on. The Lost Ones are a tribe of broken, mutated Draenei who have descended into madness and corruption. Essentially, we're going to kill some stuff, pick up old roots, and also kill some more stuff. One thing you may have noticed while you've seen me kill stuff is I have actually changed the way I'm playing. That's right, I'm now running a tank. The Brewmaster. I just wanted to try it, and I think he's quite cool. Surviving is so much easier, and it allows me to actually enjoy the fights because we're in Chromie time as well. So I'm going to stick with this for now. We have also encountered one more thing. Because I've changed everything with Chromie time, the pet battles are terrifying. Like I said, I will address this later, but for now, we had to run away. So a tactical retreat was made. We killed some more stuff. We did some more quests, and eventually we did this little role play here. I even knelt to feel part of it. Essentially, we helped one of our guys go back to the light because he was dying. And it felt nice to do something nice for someone. We completed the little achievement there, and off we go to our next quest area. We then moved all the way on to the middle of the map. And it was kind of weird. It's to do with the swamp being a corruption zone. It really just feels like Alliance versus Horde battling over nothing. And that's kind of what it was. You had to kill a bunch of those guys, and you had to kill a bunch more things. Pick up some other stuff, you know how it goes with these sorts of areas. There wasn't much storytelling going on apart from the fact that the Horde and the Alliance were versing each other over what seemed like an endless battlefield of nothingness. But hey, I got an item at the end, I got a nice new weapon. And then it was time to move on to the north, where we have some of my favourite people, the Goblins. The next part of our adventure takes us to Bogpaddle, which is a little goblin town in the northern edge of the swamp, and it really serves as the comedy relief of this area, which I like because, well, it's the most fun part. It's all about wild inventions and questionable business practices, which I'm all about. First, you meet Sassy Hardwrench and a few other goblins running their profitable enterprises in the swamp. Their business model? It's a mix of science and danger. Think rockets and chemicals mixed with a whole bunch of don't stand there. You get roped into testing out their latest contraption, which is just blowing up stuff, chemical cocktails, and a whole bunch of rockets. Eventually, you go to this little town that's outside of Bogpaddle, get blasted through to a pirate ship, kill a whole bunch of dudes in there, pick up a bunch of stuff, fly all the way back, and that's it. That's all she wrote.
Hurry back! Glad I could help.
It's actually really fun. It really serves as the comedy relief of this area because there's no war and corruption, it's just goofy. And I like it because it just breaks down the seriousness of all the swamp and you just get to relax. Now, on to the final area. And while traveling to this final area, of course, we got the exploration achievement. Don't forget, team, this is about achievements. I'm just telling a story along the way. And for the final section of the Swamp of Sorrows is probably the reason why the Swamp of Sorrows is what it is, the Sunken Temple. Or officially, it is called the Temple of Altaholic. It's just one of those massive half-submerged troll ruin temple things. It's really cool. It's just one of those zones you kind of go into, finish the quest and leave without actually paying attention. So essentially, a long time ago, the trolls tried to summon Hakar into Azeroth, and their main temple was in Zul'Gurub. But the Swamp of Sorrows temple was also one of the strongholds. So essentially, it's got a whole bunch of heebie-jeebies there, and everyone's trying to stop it. Both the Horde and Alliance are asking you to investigate the Altaholic presence in the swamp, which is why everything's terrible. And you're essentially going in there, bunch of Naga and dudes around, the Hakar's influence is returning, but in the end you just kill everyone. You go back to the guy at the start and you say, hey, I killed everyone, I'm amazing.
Remain in service to the Green Dragonflight. Do not sleep on the job, unless I have explicitly asked you to do so.
Because we're the main character, and we don't die to trash. Alrighty, let us talk about pets. Now, I have been trying to get as many pets as possible, but you would have seen in the Swamp of Sorrows, I didn't get any. That's because they were grossly out-leveled, and I actually needed to get back to the old leveling. So, I did a simple thing. Got a few add-ons. That's right, we got a few add-ons to help us. Pet Tracker Broker, Rarity, and Titan Panel. They all work together to make sure that you can actually find every single pet in the area and at what rarity level as well. Then I went to every single area and I farmed the rest of the pets. There was a few cool things that I found along the way. For instance, Elwyn Forest has a crazy cat lady that you can buy 4 cats from, and there's a cat just outside her house as well. That was really cool. I then went to Westfall and Duskwood. I had a look at Red Ridge, but it looks like I had everything, so I didn't need to go there any further. But then I started noticing something. There were other pets in these areas that I couldn't actually get yet because of archaeology. Now, archaeology is a weird thing. I need to level it up, and it's going to be a progressive thing. So any area that I'm in, I'm just going to do archaeology there as well. As you can see here, this is what I did. I did some archaeology right at the end of all of my Pokemon training, and I found a $1 worth of gold, which is ridiculous for my time spent, but that looks like it's going to be fun. I also noticed in Stranglethorn Vale, there was definitely a few pets that were grindy. So I haven't actually done them yet. I will return when I can stop doing Chromie time, because it looks like the mobs you need to farm don't actually drop stuff when you're in Chromie time. So I'll research that a bit better for the raptor and for the bird. But apart from that, we're doing okay. In Stranglethorn Vale as well, I did a little bit of training. I caught a few Pokemon, and then we moved to Swamp of Sorrows. Once there, everything was grossly out-leveled. So I needed to find a way to capture and then move up from there. The first fight we went about, I almost lost, but I did actually capture the pet, and that helped us carry through to the next few captures as well. I definitely spent a lot of time in this area, and there, again, there is one of those grindy Pokemon as well, but it looks like I can't actually get the item dropping yet, so it might need to be one of those Chromie time events as well. I beat the trainer in Swamp of Sorrows. And all in all, we're leveled up. We've got every pet possible in these areas. And I will keep doing archaeology as well. As for the grindy ones, I might do an entire video on Eastern Kingdoms grinding out all of the pets, because that's gonna take a while and I'd rather do it when I can one-shot enemies. All in all, it was a good time. I enjoyed myself, the Pokemon grind is great, and I'm up to date to move to our next area. But that will be in the next video. Now, before we finish up the video, there's two things I want to talk about. The first one is this free t-shirt day. I'm glad I jumped onto it when I did, because it was kind of cool. This person walks around yelling out free t-shirts, and they're shooting t-shirts all over the ground. You run around, you pick them up, and there you go, some transmog for yourself. I genuinely really enjoyed this. I thought it was a cool little thing to add to the game. And I got a bunch of t-shirts. I actually was trying to sell them on the auction house because you can't vendor them, and ended up getting an achievement. So that was kind of cool. Didn't expect that, but we got it. And I also got a title too, but for some reason I don't have any titles. Tell me what that's about, game. And the second one, well, I'll have to take you through to Live Mert. Hello, it's me. I'm actually surprised we're on 103 achievements. Last time I looked, it was 48, so we've done really well so far. There are a few things that I kind of got accidentally, there was the cheap upgrade for the game, which gave me extra game time, so I thought, why not get it? And I got Squally the pet, so that was cool. But apart from that, there's, you know, the fashionista shirt appearance. We're getting lots of pets because I just caught up on all of the pet battle stuff, so that was really good. And of course, we've got the questing and everything like that. So the world events are what's carrying us right now. And if we look at them, it is of course primarily the Dark Moon Fair. So I'm not too angry about that. I think that's really good. And as you can see, pet battles are leading as well. The quests are catching up, and I'm quite proud of that. It's the basic stuff. Doing a bunch of quests also helps, but then completing the Eastern Kingdoms is starting to look pretty good. So overall, I'm really proud of what we're doing. I think I am getting there. I'm understanding what I need to complete, and I'm starting to get the idea of what I need to grind for next. I will pass it to the other guy to finish the video. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. And I have a little bit of news. As some of you have realized already, I am monetized. That means you can pay for a membership if you want. All that does is get your name at the end of a video right now. So please hold on to your money if you don't have the spare change. I don't need it. It's just available. But I want to thank all of you sincerely for making this a reality. At the end of launching this video, I dare say I will probably have enough of the hours watched to get ads to monetize my video as well, which is incredible. I never thought I would actually get here, and I've gotten here very quickly. The videos will be weekly, the grind will be consistent, and I'll start streaming soon. And I have all of you to thank for that. And get ready for the next video.